Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. The high-speed Gautrain made its inaugural run from Sandton to the OR Tambo International Airport this week, marking the new dawn of an era in public transport. Engineering News senior contributing editor Irma Venter was on the train on Tuesday when it started carrying its first paying passengers. Irma, welcome to Second Take.
Mariaan.
How is the Gautrain performing?
Well, it's doing well so far. On Tuesday, it carried between 9,000 to 11,000 passengers. There were a few glitches, for example, with the ticket vending machines, where you had to buy the Gautrain Gold card for 10 Rand and then preload some money onto it and use that. So you could see there were some electronic glitches. You had long queues, especially at Sandton, for example, people traveling to the airport. So that was one problem. For the rest of it, it was on time. There was a nearly 97% punctuality, and punctual mean it's like 4 or 5 seconds late. Then it doesn't count as being a punctual train. So most people didn't even notice if a train was late. The buses, complementing the Gautrain rail service, they were also on time. We had 100% availability. In other words, there were no breakdowns of any buses or trains at all. So all in all, people were very happy and the system performed well.
Irma, you've been on a couple of test rides prior to the official launch of the train, but how was the experience as a paying customer?
It's a very different experience because in media, it's a little bit maybe like being a politician. You get transported there, you just show up, the train is waiting for you there. You get on the train, it drives through to, let's say, from the airport to Sandton. You don't have to wait for a train, you don't have to keep to the schedule, you don't test the system as such. So this was a lot of fun because you could actually get to test the whole system from A to Z. So we could go through and we could use the ticketing machines. For this time around, there was no train waiting for us. We had to wait for the train, and in one case we had to run to catch the train on time because it comes every 20 minutes off peak. So it was a completely different experience. You also didn't have all the information at hand with some friendly public relations officer helping you. You actually had to test the system and ask all the ushers and all the people and the security guards there what to do next. So it was a very different experience than being a member of the media, and actually it was a very nice experience being a member of the public and testing the system and finding that it still works despite all the privileges you have as media.
The brand new train system wasn't quite finished when it launched on Tuesday. What construction work is still being undertaken on the first phase?
Well, as per the agreement between the Gautrain government and Bombela, the concession company building and operating the system, there was a program to accelerate this first phase link of the Gautrain. Remember, this is only the first phase link in time for the Soccer World Cup. It was only supposed to be finished by the end of July contractually. So there was a program to say we'll finish it in time for the Soccer World Cup, but the Sandton station, for example, won't be finished completely. So you'll arrive at Sandton, you'll see still fresh smell of construction, that damp smell of cement you can still see. The parking lot is, for example, not finished at Sandton. A few finishing touches missing and things like that, but it doesn't take anything away from this operation of the system. It doesn't detract anything from that. It's just a little bit dusty. It's a little bit of a construction site still, and that's about the only thing that we could still see that was wrong.
How is the second phase progressing?
Well, the second phase, of course, now is supposed to launch next year in 2011. That is to link Johannesburg and Pretoria. That is going to be really the commuter line. This is more the tourism line that launched now. So we have that line, the commuter line, going to launch in 2011. That's supposed to be the end of March. However, that is a month late now. Gautrain Management Agency CEO Jack van der Merwe says that is due to the problems Bombela experienced with the dolomite. Dolomite, of course, creates sinkholes. It's a big problem in Centurion going through there. But apparently the Bombela's now been through Centurion, they've built past it, they've through the dolomite, and they can continue now. And they're all looking now to accelerate construction to see if they can still meet the March deadline for phase 2.
Thank you very much. That is the Second Take show for this week. Thank you for watching, and join us again next time for more news analysis.